Hello, welcome back to my channel, Mel Stampin' Gallery. I'm Melanie, your close to my heart maker, and today I have another layout that I want to make using the I Want Candy collection, and you can see that here. I've used a lot of it already, so I really have just a bunch of scraps left, but if you go to my website, melaniegiesel.closetomyheart.com, you can see the entire collection here. The paper, the stickers, the coordinating paper, and these darling little stamp sets, and the puffy stickers. So I am going to be using a combination of those things today, and I've got some of that stuff here on my desk, the stamp and thin cuts. I know I want to use the web and maybe the bat. And I've got this Halloween Besties Zoe stamp set that I want to use some of those stamps. And then I've got some paper already cut to what I want. And I want to use this for these pictures of my family. We just recently went to a local farm here called Dussel Farms. And they have a pumpkin patch and haunted house, a little growth chart thing, and of course, caramel apples. So I'm going to clear this all out of the way and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so I've gone ahead, got my Versamat, and I've got my piece of white daisy cardstock, and I just took and cut 1/4 of an inch off each side because I am going to make this kind of a frame style layout with my Sundance cardstock. So it will look like that. But before I adhere this white piece down, I want to do some stamping and things to it first. I actually want to do some splattering. So I'm going to move my Versamat out of the way and bring in an all-purpose mat. Set that down, and I've got my black shimmer brush. So I'm just going to open that up, squeeze a little bit out right here, just make a little puddle, and then I know I'm going to want some up here and maybe down here, and get some nice splatters. And once I've got the splatters on, I went ahead and put the white daisy piece on my Sundance cardstock, and as you can see, I did cut out the center of that, and then you just adhere it, and it leaves a nice frame, and then I can use that piece that I gutted for embellishments, to mat photos and so forth. But I thought I'd show you what I mean by gutting it out. Some of us already know and you've seen it, but sometimes there are those of us that maybe this is the first time you're seeing that. So I just line my paper up on my cutter to the 1 inch mark on the right hand side, and I take my blade and I slide it up to the 1 inch and stop, and then slide it down to 11 inches and stop, and then I just turn and do that 4 times, and then I will have a nice piece on the inside that I can use for, like I said, embellishments or photo mats. And also what that does, it helps to cut down on the bulk in your scrapbook pages as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that is ready, and I don't know if I told you, but this is going to be a 2-page layout. So I will kind of work on one side at a time because they're really kind of mirror images of each other. So I've got the pattern paper from the I Want Candy collection, and I'm using this blue plaid, and this piece is cut to 4.5 inches. So that's going to go kind of in the center like that. And then I've got a couple of strips. This is the zip strip from one of the pattern papers, and I'm going to put that down like that. And then I cut a piece of that plaid because I really do like that candy, although when I used it, when I was auditioning the paper, I wanted to use the candy side, but it was just too much with my photos. So I'm going to just make a strip across the center like that, And I'm going to arrange my photos about like this. This farm is really nice. We went there a couple of times, and actually it was kind of nice this year. It was the day before my birthday, so the kids all surprised me. My husband did too. He told me we were going on a hike. So I got all dressed for a hike, and next thing I know, we're at the pumpkin farm. And my son came down from Cleveland to join us, and my other kids came from Talmadge. So we had fun here, and actually we've been here before, and it's fun. They've got this measuring stick, and each year you can measure your kids and see how tall they are. And of course the little baby can't stand up yet, so my daughter-in-law was just holding her up like that. So those are really cute. So anyway, this is how this is going to go out, be arranged. And then, oh, this photo, let me tell you about this photo. They had this set up a couple years ago when we were there, so I wanted to get another picture of the kids like I did before. But they had this rat. Can you see that rat? My granddaughter, who is 4, loved holding up the rat. And of course, she wants to be for Halloween a mean witch. So anyway, this is the way the pictures are going to go. But before I get all that here down, I do want to go ahead and I think ink up some of the edges of this paper. So let me move the pictures out of the way and get my ink. I'm going to use the Ranger Distress Oxide in Black Soot. Isn't that appropriate for a Halloween pumpkin page? So let's get a little bit on our sponge applicator here and just go along and sponge the edges. And of course this will help define, give it a little definition between the paper and the white cardstock. All right, so I'll go ahead and finish all these up, and then I will be right back. Okay, so let's finish adhering the pictures. I've got those down. The right hand side kind of wanted to be a little bit like this, so I'm just using my tape runner to put these down here. And I went ahead and I mounted the pictures on, there was like a burlappy paper that I had in my stash, and I think it might have been from the mix-ins from this seasonal catalog cycle. And then I did go ahead and sponge the edges of the photo mats with that black soot. And I'm going to put this one over here. It just helps to kind of pop it off the paper a little bit. Now I left this spot right here. That's going to be my journaling. So this is just a random piece of copy paper that I cut just to kind of save my spot. Now I almost forgot, I wanted to add a little bit of stamping, and from that Irresistible stamp set, they have these little stars and diamonds, and I think I want to put a little bit down here under this photo, and I'm going to use some of the coordinating colors, the Glacier, I think, and the Sundance. So let's just move that out of the way a little bit. Like that. Let's put the picture back, check it out. So far so good. Clean off the stamp. Let's bring in the Sundance. Close that up first. Let's bring in the Sundance and add some of the yellow down here. Let's move that photo out of the way again. And let's put one, why is this so hard? Up there. Let's put one down here, way over here. All right, I'm going to add some more up here under this photo, so let's get some Sundance over there as well. And let's clean that off and add some Glacier to that one. Let's put the photo back in for placement. Oh, you can't even see that Sundance, I just did. Oh well, I do that all the time. All right, let's put the photo back in, see how that looks. That looks good. All right, All right, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the other side. All right, let's work on some more embellishments because I have a lot of nooks and crannies to put embellishments, but I don't want to get too carried away. I'm thinking I'm going to cut the spider web and put it down here, but I'm still not sure what color I want to use. I know I'm going to put something up here in the title. Just can't figure out what I want it to say yet. And then over here, we've got something from the sticker sheet, Sweet Memories, and this little ghost. I think if I put that sticker like that, and the little ghost kind of popping up there, that might be kind of cute. Like that. So I'll just kind of put it there for now. And I don't know, I think I'll try black for sure. Maybe the sapphire. Let's try a couple. Thinking about this web over here in the corner, I couldn't decide what to do. And then I thought, gee, I really wish I had some black glitter paper, which I don't. But guess what? I have a shimmer brush. So I cut the web out just on the regular white daisy cardstock. And I'm just painting my white daisy cardstock with my glimmer brush. I'm using my all-purpose mat, of course, on the bottom, and making my own glitter paper. So I think I'm going to put that sticker, Sweet Memories, over there. And I want to start doing some stamping, so I've taken the stamps themselves and I kind of put them where I think I might want them before I actually do any stamping. And got that there. There was this little web and this little tiny spider. I think those will probably look cute there. I love that little ghost. And then from the sticker sheet, I had these little flags right here, and I do like that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down. And over here is where I thought I'd put the title. And since I am going to stamp directly on there, I wanted to test it out first. So I've got the stamp that says Life is Sweet, and I stamped it on a piece of cardstock that I think is going to look good. So the color looks right. And then I thought, well, what if I sponge some yellow behind it? And I tried that, and I like the way that looks. So we're going to go for it. We're using lemonade in a round dome-shaped applicator, and we're just gonna lightly sponge this area where we're going to be stamping the title. And let's see, I'm going to take that Life is Sweet, and I'm actually using Distress Oxide in the chipped sapphire because that matches that Close to My Heart sapphire ink. And I like the chalky look of the Distress Oxides. So I've got that inked up. And here's the moment of truth. There you go. That looks pretty good. All right, up here in this corner, I want to stamp this little spider web that I have. So let me move that down here by me so I can see what I'm doing. We'll stamp, lift up, that looks good. And let's put that away. And then we're going to do this little spider. Oh no, I got some ink there. Yikes. Maybe I'll put the spider there. I'll have to fix that. Let's see, to cover up that little mark there, I've got these flags from the sticker sheet. And they cover that up perfectly. So let's put about 2 of them there. And then to kind of balance that out over on the other page, let's put one down here, like so. Now I need to work on a title a little bit more. This was feeling kind of blank up here, so I thought I would stamp the name of the place where we were, which was Dussel Farm. So I've got an old stamp set from my stash alphabet set, and I've got farm on my block here, and I think I'm going to use some more of that what's this called? Chipped sapphire. Lift up. Oh yeah, that looks good. So let's move that over and try the other one, the Duso. And I'll do that off camera and I'll be right back. I've got part of that stamped, so I thought I'd be brave and do that on camera. Show you what I did. So I've got the last 3 letters where I want them. I'm going to pick it up with my acrylic block and go ahead and ink that up and then lift straight up. And then clean it with your microfiber cloth. Let's see how that looks. Let's bring that all in together so far. Let's see. Let's get the pages in the right order. So that's looking pretty good. Let me bring it down here so you can see. I want to bring in some of these, the little pumpkin and the bat and some of these ghosts to bring around here. And I already went ahead and I stamped one of the pumpkins. And I'm going to color that with my tri-blend marker. I'm going to go ahead and use the burnt orange blend. And we'll start with the dark. And I'm just going to kind of outline it where I think the dark would be. While I'm coloring this, I want to take a moment, first of all, to thank you for joining me, of course. And don't forget, if you like the products that you see, you can visit my website, which is linked down below in the description box. And also, while you're there, you might want to check out the VIP program. If you really like the Close to My Heart products and think you might be a frequent purchaser, the VIP program would be a good choice for you. All right, so now I'm going from the dark to the mid. Now the VIP program is a good program because you get a 15% credit every time you shop. So you can earn 15% back every time you shop. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. And then, of course, when you are a VIP, you qualify to get the stamp of the month for free with your qualifying purchase. So go ahead and be sure to stamp. Be sure to check out that VIP program listed down below. All right, so to finish the pumpkin, I just take the lightest shade and I go over the whole thing to blend in that hard line. I don't like those hard lines. So I'm just going over that whole thing. And let's do this side. I can always go back and add a dark shade if I need to. I don't like that. And I should have left a white spot there. Laura would tell me to leave a white spot. Wouldn't you, Laura Daniels? All right, then we'll do the stem. All right, I think for the stem, a lot of the stems were actually kind of green. I'm going to use my green. I'm actually starting, oops, I picked up the light color first. That's okay. Let's go light to mid. Let's add some dark around the edges. Down at the bottom here. And right there, of course, along the top. And I think I'm going to go with that light color again, kind of color that over again. Blend that all in together so you can't see any of those harsh lines. All right, so for that, where I wanted to leave the white spot, here's a good solution. You can take this blender, and it actually kind of erases the color. If I go back and forth like that, erases the color. Can you see what that did there a little bit? All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut these out and I'll be right back. We are just about finished up. I've got a couple of the little bats here that I stamped and die cut, and I'm just going to put them around the page with my monoliquid adhesive here. So I think we're going to put one here, and I've got one placed up here. And while I do this, I want to make sure to remind you, if you're liking this video so far, to go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And don't forget to like and subscribe my page. And leave a nice little comment while you're down there. It really helps YouTube know that you like these kind of videos, and it will keep showing these kind of videos in your feed. And it also helps my channel to grow here on YouTube. So be sure and do that. And don't forget to check the description box down below, because I will have all the supplies that are currently available listed down in the description box, as well as all of my social media pages. And I do post the still shots from my layouts on my Facebook and Instagram pages. So there you go. There's page 1 and page 2. And as you can see, I went ahead and I added the journaling. To do that, I just opened up a text box on my iPad, and I knew I wanted it to be about a 3x4, and I just typed in my journaling in there and printed it out on cardstock. And there you go. Whoops! I forgot to put these 2 pieces on up here. So these were from that I Want Candy stamp set, and I already had them cut and colored out. A couple extra pieces that I had in there that actually fit in here quite well. So, and I just thought it needed a little something up here in this space. So just add that like that, and that'll do it. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're still with me, I really do appreciate you taking your time out of your busy day to join me. So next time, till we meet again here in YouTube land, bye-bye.